The City of Menasha is pleased to present video recordings of City Council and City Committee meetings. Menasha residents and interested parties can get information about city meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents from the city website, www.menashawi.gov. Expression of opinions regarding City of Menasha issues or about these broadcasts can be made by contacting the Mayor's office, 920-967-3608. Contacting their city alderman. Contact information appears on the city website. Or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited.
Good evening. I'd like to call the City of Menasha Common Council meeting to order. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If we could have the roll, please.
Alderman Hammond. Here. Alderman Lewis. Here. Alderman Tom Grotti. Here. Alderman Ted Grotti. Here. Alderman Rapella. Here. Alderman Nichols. Here. Alderman Eisenach. Here. Alderman Sebnick. Here. All are present.
Thank you. Our first item on the agenda this evening is the report of department head, staff, and consultants. We have the minutes and communications to receive. Do we have a motion? Alderman Sebnick.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like for us to receive minutes A through E and communications F and G.
It's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor? Aye. Are there any opposed? The motion carries. Item F is public comments. Is there anyone who would like to make a comment this evening? Want to step up to the microphone?
Hello again, I'm Eric Haywood. I'm running for judge. I would love to have your vote tomorrow. Running for judge here in Winnebago County with the endorsement of the retiring Branch 1, Judge Basilier. I grew up here. My wife and I are raising our 2 daughters here. Judge is an important public service role in the courtroom. My career has been dedicated to public service work and experience in the courtroom. I worked as a prosecutor, public defender, and court commissioner in Winnebago County, going on 14 years now. I did my standard spiel last time, so I forgot to specifically mention I worked for several of those years with Attorney Struve in the courtroom, litigating cases, gaining experience in the courtroom before you were lucky enough to steal her from Winnebago to take to us. So you made a very good decision on that, but a lot of experience working with Attorney Struve, so you're lucky to have her on your board or your staff here. I bring to the job as judge a commitment to being fair to everyone appearing in front of me, a commitment to following the rule of law. I would decide cases with integrity, and the experience I bring from my years in public service, years working in the courtroom, I would be ready to make the important and difficult decisions a judge would need to make about safety in the community right away. I'm not new to the courtroom. I'm not new to these legal areas. I'm not going to need to learn on the job. I have the experience and made the decisions to be ready for those decisions right away as judge. I'd ask for your vote as judge tomorrow, and my daughters don't have any concerts today, so I'm able to stick around for the whole meeting and happy to answer any questions after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak this evening? Seeing no one else, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Alderman Sebnick.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like for us to approve the Common Council minutes of 2/5/24.
Is there a second? There's a motion and a second by Alderman Rapella. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor? Aye. Are there any opposed? Seeing none, the motion carries. Do we have a motion for item 2? Alderman Sebnick.
Thank you, Mayor. The Board of Public Works is recommending a change order to Don Hippis & Sons Construction Incorporated, MCM 09-2200335. This is for the 2023 sanitary sewer and water main reconstruction. And this is an add of $22,000 $305.12.
Is there a second? There's a motion and a second by Alderman Rapella. Discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Is there a motion for item 3? Alderman Severnick?
Thank you, Mayor. Last 2 weeks ago, the Board of Public Works is also recommending to the Common Council the payment to Don Hippis and Sons Construction Incorporated, MCM 09-22-00335. This is again for the 2023 sanitary sewer and water main reconstruction. That payment would be $57,513.06.
I'll second it. That's payment number 8 and the final payment. We got done with that bill.
So there's a motion and a second by Alderman Rapella. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
We have a motion for item 4. Alderman Severnick?
Again, the Board of Public Works met 2 weeks ago, and it was recommended to award a contract unit number MCM 09-2300288. This is for a 2024 water main reconstruction. This is for Racine Street, Callan and Cross LLC in the amount of $1,198,379.57.
I'll second that.
There's a motion and a second by Alderman Rapella. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Item I is action items. The first is the accounts payable and payroll. Do we have a motion? Alderman Nichols?
Thank you, Mayor. Move to approve the accounts payable and payroll for the term of February 2nd to February 15th, 2024, in the amount of $8,385,180.91.
Is there a second? Second. There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Item 2 is a motion to reconsider a beverage operator's license application from last time. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion to reconsider.
Oh, hold on, Randy.
I'm sorry.
There you go. I just turned it on
Yep,
for you.
got it. I'll make a motion to reconsider for Andrew Ryan Stancic for the beverage operator's license application.
Okay, there is a motion on the floor. It does require a 2/3 vote.
Second it, or you don't need to.
We don't need a second.
No second.
It does require a 2/3 vote. I'm assuming that Alderman Eisenach wants to abstain. You can. Either, so you'd like to be able to vote? Okay. So a 2/3 vote is 6 then in that case of the 8 of you. So with that, if we could have a roll call vote on the motion to reconsider.
Motion carries 7-1.
Yes. Alderman Sedgwick.
Just for the rest of the council, reconsideration normally only requires a majority vote. The city council took certain action, I don't know when, back in the...
I'm not sure when it happened either, but as long as I can remember, it's been that way.
Yeah. So apparently, and I haven't seen it myself, but the city council took some action some years ago to change its own rules pertaining to Robert's rules, where it would require 2/3. And I'm assuming I know why that probably happened, because someone was probably reconsidering everything all the time. So
I think this happened before I became mayor because
I
it
think
was
so,
in the
too.
ordinance, and now it was within the city council rules that we vote on each
and if
April.
we do have a protocol meeting in the future, and if we or if someone decides they want to change that rule, that's where you would do that.
So now, if I remember correctly, The original motion is back on the floor.
Yes.
And I don't know if there's discussion or if you would like to hear from the applicant at this time or not. Randy, did you?
Yes,
Yep. Mayor, I did read Andrew's letter, and I don't have it in front of me, but I felt compelled to give him another opportunity in front of the council for working as working at doing at the store at the
Circle K.
Circle K, the new Circle K store over there by Piggly Wiggly. And I just thought it'd be welcome that he could explain a little bit, maybe more. I know he did an excellent job with his letter. I know that there have been some other incidents that have happened that really weren't warranted as far as being official police business, but there were some other issues. But Andrew, do you have anything else to add to your letter that you wrote, that you sent to all of us?
I'll ask for unanimous consent here.
Is there anyone that opposes?
No.
Okay. Hold on just a second. We need to turn the microphone back on. Okay, there you go.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to reiterate the fact that my life is drastically different than it was in the years past. In the past few years, I've also joined different clubs and things in the area that do good things in the community. I am very religion oriented and found God in my life, and that is a huge driving factor in my life over the past 5 to 6 years, which also makes me think less of myself and more of other people. I don't really have any desire to do anything but follow the rules and do what I've been doing the entire time. And I just wanted to thank you guys for reconsidering.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have any discussion? Alderman Eisenach?
Now I would like to abstain from voting, please, since I
Okay.
hold a current liquor license.
Anyone else have any discussion?
Point of clarification.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So you mentioned that the original motion is on the floor. Could you reread the motion so everyone understands what that is?
That's a good question because I think the motion is to deny, if I remember correctly, correct?
And the motion to deny is on the floor, and so a yes vote sustains that motion or supports that motion, and a no vote does not. Thank you for clarifying that.
Sure. I was going to try to find it here, and I'm not getting there very quickly. Is that what it was originally? Okay. So if the motion to deny fails, then we would need an additional motion to approve. If the motion to deny stands, then we would just move forward. Alderman Sevenick?
And it only requires a majority.
A majority vote, yes. So with that, the motion on the floor is to deny. Motion fails.
So motion fails, 6-1, 1 abstention.
No, he doesn't get his license. Someone would need to make a motion now to grant the license, if you wish to do that. Alderman Rapella.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll make a motion to grant Andrew Ryan Stancic the beverage operator's license for his future employment.
Okay, is there a second? So motion and a second. Alderman Isaac, did you want to abstain again as well? Okay. Is there any discussion? Alderman Sevenick.
Thank you, Mayor. So there may be some that will say that this was a recommendation originally to deny from the police department. That isn't always necessarily the case. What the police department is doing is looking at our rules when it pertains to the license, okay? And they do their job, and they did a good job because they followed through the way they were supposed to. We decide whether we feel that issuing a license or not is whether we feel that you will do the right thing in the future. And I would, from your past, it's concerning, but you have shown, at least to me, that you care about your future employment, and and I've always felt that a person deserves a second chance, no matter what the situation might be. So I will be voting in favor again, so that you get an opportunity to be having gainful employment at the new Circle K that's going to be here in Menasha. And good luck with that.
Seeing no further discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please, on the motion to approve. So the motion that's on the floor is a motion by Alderman Rapella, I believe, and who was the second? Oh, Alderman Lewis, to approve the alcohol operator's application for the 23 to 25 licensing period for Andrew Stanzik. And if we could have a roll call vote then, please.
Alderman Hammond. Alderman Lewis. Alderman Tom Grady. Alderman Ted Grady. Alderman Rapella. Alderman Nichols. Alderman Eisenach. Alderman Sevenick. Motion carries 6-1 with one abstention.
Just that it was approved. So the motion was approved after it was reconsidered. And I'm not sure what exactly the process is to get the license. Does he come see you? Or do you mail it? I forget how you do it.
It depends upon how he applied,
Okay.
but
So you can be in touch with the clerk in order to get your license then, but it was approved. You're welcome. Item 3 is a liquor license for Indian Head Oil Company. Alderman Nichols.
Thank you, Mayor. Following staff's recommendation, move to approve the Class A and Class A provisional liquor license for Indian Head Oil Company, LLC, for 1492 Appleton Road, Menasha, for February 5th through April 19th, 2024, with the understanding the regular liquor license for the establishment will be provided for the remainder of 23-24 licensing term when final approval from city inspectors are received, whereupon the entity will surrender the provisional license and be issued a regular license.
Is there a second? So motion and a second by Alderman Tom Grady. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
motion carries 8-0.
Item 4 is an accept and spend grant for the Water Street redevelopment. Do we have a motion? Alderman Sevenick.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like for us on the council to accept and spend the Fox Cities Convention and Visitor Bureau's Tourism Development Grant for the Water Street development in the amount of $200,000.
So motion and a second by Alderman Tom Grady. Any discussion? Alderman Sevenick.
As we did with Winnebago County, I would also like for us to send a thank you and all of us sign it again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Item K is ordinances and resolutions. The first is Resolution 1. Is there a motion? Not everyone at once. Alderman Rapella.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution, or I should say, yeah, resolution R-124, a preliminary resolution declaring intent to exercise special assessment powers for new street construction under Section 66.0703 Wisconsin statutes, introduced by Mayor Merkes.
Is there a second? So motion and a second by Alderman Tom Grady. Any discussion? Did you have discussion, Randy?
No, I didn't.
Seeing none, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Do we have a motion for item 2?
I'll make the same motion.
Make a motion for R2-24, a preliminary, goofing that up, preliminary resolution declaring intent to exercise special assessment powers for Kenwood Drive under Section 66.0703 Wisconsin statutes. Again, this is introduced by Mayor Merkes.
Is there a second?
I second that again.
Okay, so second by Alderman Tom Grady. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if we could have a roll call vote, please.
Motion carries 8-0.
Item L is appointments. There is one this evening. Is there a motion? Alderman Sevenick.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like for us to reappoint your appointment of Sue Wisniewski to the Committee on Aging for a term of 2/19/24 to 4/30 of 27.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Are there any opposed? Motion carries. Item N is public comments. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak this evening? Seeing no one, I would accept a motion to adjourn. Motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.
The City of Menasha is pleased to present video recordings of City Council and City Committee meetings. Menasha residents and interested parties can get information about city meetings, meeting agendas, and other documents from the city website, www.menashawi.gov. Expression of opinions regarding City of Menasha issues or about these broadcasts can be made by contacting the Mayor's Office, 920-967-3608. Contacting their city alderman. Contact information appears on the city website. Or by completing the electronic feedback form on the city website. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited.